Hello, everyone. Paulie here. Thanks for joining. Today, we're going to go over meditation with movement. So, this is going to be doing meditation, and we will do a guided meditation at the very end of this session for just a little while, maybe about 10-15 minutes with movement in it. And the purpose of this is to talk a little bit about and to demonstrate how movement during meditation can actually help with the meditation, can help you focus, can help you strengthen, and can also help you release any energy or feelings that are no longer serving you. So, really, movement during meditation can be seen primarily, it's used for a type of focus. So, the movement is usually very slow. So, of course, meditation is about calming oneself down. And so the movement is very slow during the meditation. It can be something at first when you're practicing it that allows you to focus again and strengthen your meditation because it gives you something to kind of direct your thoughts to, much like when I have done in some of my other videos, the pineal activation, the imagining or feeling in the body so that you can focus on just the body sensation and then the thoughts just kind of flow, and then you don't have to worry about your thinking so much because your brain is already partially active in guiding your movements in a particular way. And after some time, once you practice this a lot, if it becomes something that you like to incorporate into your meditation, it can really help to exercise the body and expand your consciousness and your knowing of your own body. So, as I mentioned earlier, it can be used for relaxation and release. So, often doing certain repetitive movements over and over again. You may already do this in your current exercise or other disciplines that you have, where repeating movement tends to allow the mind to be a little bit more free as the body begins to learn the movement. So, with meditation, freeing the mind this way allows us to release the energies that we don't want in our life anymore. The feelings if we want to process feelings and kind of let emotions out and let them go, movement can really help with this. However, the opposite is true from the energy standpoint because movement, as you may already know from traditional exercise, especially in the Western cultures, that's used to strengthen the body. So, of course, anytime you're moving your body in a way that is not painful, then you are strengthening those muscles, or at least keeping them fit, keeping them in shape, so to speak. Don't really like the term in shape, if you know what I mean, but it's, you're keeping your body in a natural state. And that actually brings me to my next point. So, movement in meditation is to help achieve a very natural feeling. Meditating and moving during it can get one again in touch with one's body, the sensations in it, and allow you to move more naturally, which is, of course, going to be much more healthier for you in the long run and strengthen your overall physical and mental and emotional and spiritual health. You can also use movement for pain management. Now, we are not a doctor and we are not prescribing in any way that you use meditation to manage your pain, especially if it's chronic pain. However, it can help with that, not just by strengthening and toning and, keeping the body flexible and natural, but because the focus that is achieved through the movement that can be achieved can allow you to then lessen your focus of your body's focus on the pain, and it helps people to deal with processing and living with pain, especially when it's chronic. Using it to do pain management when it's not so chronic, like simply straightening the back, of course, is a beautiful practice and has often led us to be like, oh, I've got this crick in my back or this ache in my leg or something. What are we going to do about that? And should I take a pill or something? And sometimes simply sitting and meditating with it and stretching it out slowly helps. I don't think normal exercise would help me with that, but that's just, our own personal take on it. So, movement, whether you do it with meditation or not, although I could argue often, I think a lot of state of mind of many people who do like weightlifting, they need to enter a similar state of mind as when with meditation, because you're kind of focusing your mind so intently on what your body's doing that it's not thinking of anything else. And of course, one of the points of meditation is to get to know oneself better. So, movement with meditation is usually best done by those who have practiced meditation for a while, and you continue to, but it can really be done by anybody. It's especially if if you're someone who has a hard time sitting still, please do not feel that meditation is only successful if you're sitting still with no movement or only chanting or something like that. That is not true. Remember, meditation is a state of mind. Whatever you can do for yourself to get yourself to reach that state of mind, you will be much better off, I'm sure. So, just had to check my volume there. Pain management with meditation. Physical and emotional pain can be managed with this. When you do pain management with meditation, you are simply taking the mind somewhere else. You're not taking your mind away. You don't want to lose focus on what the body is feeling, but you want to make that focus a little fuzzy. You kind of want to gray the line between where you're feeling the pain and just knowing the pain is there. Knowing it's there, you're listening to your body and feeling that pain, but not making it such a major focus is what the meditation is all about. That slow movement. You can build up tension and energy in the muscles to help release them. But just remember, however you're moving, however you might be twisting your wrists or your arms, your legs, maybe dancing is your meditation and movement. Just make sure you're not doing anything that causes you pain. One thing V learned in our yoga was that the tension and stress and uncomfortableness, really, even in any kind of exercise or movement, is not necessarily bad if it's uncomfortable. It's the pain to look out for. When there's pain, stop. That's your body telling you to stop, especially in meditation. Meditation is to be relaxing. It is to be something that helps you to move forward and to heal. So pain is like the limit here. There's some disciplines that use pain in certain instances, and that's fine. We certainly believe pain can be a good teacher. Not necessarily in meditation, though. BFLED is when pain is used as the limit. So we will show some demonstration with our hands on building up and releasing tension during a meditation, and you can use that in any parts of the body to help. So different types of movement with meditation is like moving the hands and arms. You may also find a position that you're comfortable in when you're meditating, especially if you lay down, where you can raise and lower your feet and legs too. For the feet and legs, though, there is walking and, of course, a steady pace with the arms swinging freely. Don't feel you have to have any kind of robotic or military pace or anything like that, unless that is really what you want to do. Because, again, it's about the free flowing of energy, and you are in control of that however you want to be. Dancing is a very common form of meditation and movement. A lot of people, including myself, can dance and reach a trance state where we really achieve like a different mental state and perception of the world that is not our normal perception. And a dance is a very powerful method of doing that. And also, it's a very powerful way to experience that with other people. That's a whole nother subject. Of course, that's not necessarily meditation, but to each their own. Drumming and playing instruments is a beautiful way to get into a meditative state with movement. Drumming in particular is good because of the rhythm that drums naturally lend themselves to as you play them. But any instrument is fine. We just recommend that you get into a kind of, again, a repetitive thing. When you're playing an instrument for meditation and movement, don't worry so much about the notes you're playing, even what the music sounds like, really, as long as it is aiding in your meditation. The point is to just do the movement, to have the sound. I mean, the sound is moving your eardrums. So there's that. And having the activity, having that focus to help yourself. So I'm going to start my tone here that we have on some of our other instructionals. And by the way, on our Tuesday and Thursday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time meditations here on my YouTube channel, we do half-hour meditations, and we have been doing some movement recently, so you might want to check that out. We'll keep doing those for the next few sessions. And movement is something we incorporate into our Tuesday, Thursday meditations anytime, or often, excuse me. So let's see. This may not be too loud. That's fine. So we are going to talk you through relaxing, and then we will talk you through doing some movement with your hands and wrists and arms. So first, get yourself into a calm and comfortable state, physically calm, physically comfortable in a seated or laying down position. You may also be standing. And just make sure that you settle in, feeling your body. Anywhere it's uncomfortable, you're going to make an adjustment. You're going to want to get to a physical state where you are as comfortable as possible, so that you can just kind of settle into your seat, settle into where you're laying down, settle into your shoes where you're standing. Just get nice and comfy and let your gaze soften. You may actually already be relaxed enough to let your eyes close. And just having your body relaxed, turning the palms so they're face up. But if they want to relax in a different position too, that's totally fine. Whatever is most natural for you. And we're going to imagine that we're sitting on a beach. The air is tepid and warm, but not too warm. And there's just a little bit of a gentle breeze blowing. And as we feel this and we can breathe with the wind, breathing deeply in, holding at the top, and breathing out very slowly, and holding that down at the bottom, holding empty, feeling that experience, and then repeating, breathing in again. All through the breathing process, we're feeling this slight breeze as we're here on this beach. And just very gently take your hands and raise them up, palms up, as if you're trying to cup the breeze around you. Hold the air. Just let your hands suspend in the air. Maybe they feel that they're being bolstered and carried a little bit by the breeze, but it's just a gentle breeze. You just feel it moving with your muscles. You may feel your fingers flex a little bit, whether they want to expand or contract, to feel the breeze. Feel the warmth. Maybe you can feel some spray from the ocean. And let's continue with this movement of contracting the fingers and then opening them up again. Open the fingers wide and splay them wide and make your palms nice and flat as possible. If this isn't comfortable for you, just do what you can. And then contract those fingers again, pulling them and balling them up into a fist. Make that fist as tight as you can and just feel that energy there. Keep feeling the energy building as you're tensely holding your fingers into fists. And then release it with an exhale. Open your fingers. Feel that tension release up into the air and be carried away by the breeze. And as you breathe in, you're going to continue to pull your fingers into a fist and hold it there for a few seconds. And then as you breathe out, you open your palms again. And as your breath leaves your body completely and you're empty, your palms are completely open and flat. And repeating that process as you breathe. If it's more comfortable to turn your hands over so that when the palms are open, they're facing down, that's fine. Again, whatever's most comfortable for you. Just let your hands flex. If it doesn't feel comfortable to have them closed, just flex them open. Have your fingers splayed and just flex those fingers. You may feel a tension when your fingers are completely splayed. If that's the case, make that your point of tension and then release by actually letting go of your hands, letting them fall to your sides. So now you're incorporating your arms, and so you're raising your arms up and your hands, tensing them, and then releasing. Tense the muscles in your forearms, and release. Now, when we personally meditate, we like to move our arms up and down sometimes. What feels natural to you? Try different movements. You may want to do the arms separately. Maybe you want to do them over your head, out to the sides. Be careful of anything around you. Whatever's most natural for you. Explore different ways to move your hands and move your wrists. Explore different ways to move your fingers. What speaks to your body as needing to be done? Does it want to do the same movement you always do? Does it want to try something new? Just very gently moving the hands and the arms, letting your elbows and shoulders tense, flex, and release. Now relax your hands. Finish releasing the energy from your hands and your arms. Just let them gently relax down to the sides of your body again, however you want your hands to relax. And now, shake your shoulders out a little bit. Let's tense the shoulders up to the head, right up to your ears as best as you can, and then just drop them down. This is balancing out the energy in your arms. You were tensing your hands earlier. Now you're tensing your shoulders, so it's all balancing out your entire arm. All your arms are being tensed and released. And just do that for as long as is comfortable. You know that when doing a meditation or when doing an exercise, you know now how to better listen to how your hands want to feel, how your arms want to feel, how they need you to move them, so that you can strengthen them and strengthen your own soul and spirit, knowing that your entire self is stronger from this. Know that it's helping. Peace, love, blessings of the Grove. Thank you for being here, everyone.